I wanted to get on here. I was just messaging with someone, um, the beautiful being that I've been connecting with, and I was talking about meditation. And I love the definition of meditation of simply living in our heart, so that really anything can be a meditation if if we feel ourselves resting in our heart. And I was talking about this in relation to discipline and this feeling that, um, like with meditation, for example, that in order to um, for me to consider it a meditation, I need to close my eyes, I need to sit, I need to create this certain space for it, and that I need to be disciplined in that. That I need to um, make sure that I'm doing it maybe certain times a day, a certain amount of time a day, um, and that the paradox is I can actually pull myself out of my heart at times because I think I should be doing that rather than just flowing with the quote meditation that I'm already in, which for me could be, that's what I felt was happening in our exchange. I was messaging back and forth with her, and it felt, I had this feeling like this is a meditation, because she was kind of thinking about actually going into a more, specific meditation container and feeling some resistance. And I had that thought, like, maybe this is a meditation. Maybe that's what you and I are doing right now, because we're feeling so heart centered. We're feeling so warm in this connection. Like, maybe the meditation doesn't have to look a certain way, and this is it, and this is exactly what's alive, and there's a reason that you're not going into that container and you're doing this one. And that's not to say that it wouldn't benefit her or I to go into that specific container and be with whatever discomfort is there, and there's so much value in that process as well. But I guess I tend to do that form of meditation either when I'm genuinely inspired or when um, nothing else is inspiring me. That's sort of the default for me. Like, okay, I don't know what I want to do right now. Nothing really feels alive. Doing some of the things that sometimes put me in my heart are feeling more draining, or there's something in me like it's kind of hinting that maybe that's not the best thing for me right now. So then I'll go into like a sitting, closing eyes sort of meditation, as a way to just reconnect with myself. But I feel like being on Facebook, for example, is a meditation for me often, because there's so much love exchange uh, with me and other people. There's so much creative life force that I get to share and then celebrate with others as they respond to me. It's just one big joyous celebration for me oftentimes. So I might flow with that for an hour or 2 hours, whatever it is that I might have been meditating for. Um, and then I feel great, and it's not like I missed out on my meditation. I just got it in a different way. So yeah, I guess that's the message here. It's like it feels like it's about self-trust, and that feels like the whole journey to me. It's sometimes is like we're just here to learn to trust ourselves. And I guess a big part of trusting myself is just noticing when I'm in my heart, and just living in that space, continuing whatever I'm doing that's putting me there, noticing when I'm not in my heart, and maybe that's the time to close my eyes and go within. And yeah, I guess that feels like a piece of self-trust for me. So discipline, maybe discipline for me is simply noticing when I'm living in my heart and noticing when I'm not, and making choices that I feel serve me in those moments, rather than more of a mind-oriented discipline of here's what we're going to do each day, here's what's good for us. It's a letting go of thinking that I know what's good for me, basing it on what I think is good for me, instead of basing it on what I think is good for me, basing it on what feels good for me moment to moment. Right? Discipline as, this feels good, I'm going to keep flowing with it. This doesn't feel good, I'm going to do something different. So, yeah, discipline as an in the moment practice rather than a predetermined thing. And again, this is just for me. Everything I share is just what feels right for me in this moment. And for some people, the person I was talking to, she felt like she's gotten so much value out of more structured, disciplined daily routines like that. That has helped to put her in her heart, to calm her nervous system. So much of being in our heart is just a calm nervous system. So sometimes that structure can help with that. So it's really just noticing what works for us and what doesn't. And yeah, and again, just trusting that and sort of gently guiding ourselves in the direction of that calm nervous system and that space of knowing the love that we are.